And with that, I'm going to turn to my ranking member, Senator Barrasso, for his opening remarks.
Well, thanks so much, Mr. Chairman. I want to join you in welcoming Senator Padilla to the committee. Given his degree in engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, we welcome both your participation and your expertise. So welcome to the committee. I look forward to working with you. Mr. Chairman, thank you for holding this hearing today. Recent horrifying events provide a disturbing backdrop for today's hearing. Hamas terrorists have viciously attacked Israel. Hamas committed atrocities against innocent civilians, including infants, children. People are sickened by what has occurred, and there is a reason to believe that Iran helped plan and finance this evil attack on our ally. The risk of a wider regional war in the Middle East continues to grow. Meanwhile, Russia continues to wage its unprovoked war against Ukraine, and as you might have seen, Putin and Xi are together today. And China is at the same time growing more aggressive by the day as it pursues global domination. These are consequences of weakness by our nation. They demonstrate that our energy policy needs to be about more than a blind allegiance to tackling climate change. That's what makes the laughably named Inflation Reduction Act so dangerous. Let's be clear. President Biden's energy transition obsession is going to move us from energy independence to energy and mineral dependence on China and Russia and OPEC. It's not the kind of transition Americans want or need. Today, I issued a report exposing how the inflationary IRA will actually make America weaker and our adversaries stronger. Starting with its name, everything we've heard from Democrats about this disastrous bill is a lie. This partisan bill, truly one-side bill, is going to send America and our nation further in the red while enriching red China. It's going to leave taxpayers on the hook for hundreds of billions of dollars in new borrowing. And with a debt of $33 trillion, which is growing, we cannot afford that. President Biden has a terrible track record of protecting taxpayer money. As Vice President, he personally announced the award of a loan guarantee to politically connected solar company, Solyndra, and Mr. Chairman, you made mention of that company in your opening remarks. We all know how it turned out, $500 million bankruptcy with taxpayers footing the bill. With the IRA, the American people can expect to see more Solyndras. The recent revelation that the Department of Energy selected Chinese-connected companies, which you referenced, Mr. Chairman, for financial awards should alarm every American. Shouldn't surprise us. The White House said it welcomes Chinese companies as big players in renewables and electric vehicle markets. The administration has said it's perfectly happy to work with China on electric vehicles. And the IRA encourages more of this. It's a terrible mistake. Republicans and Democrats should be able to agree that taxpayer dollars shouldn't be used to strengthen China. It's not just foolish awards that benefit China. This ill-conceived bill is going to push the United States away from the fuels and the technologies that we dominate toward those that China's and others control. And as your poster and map showed, Mr. Chairman, it points these things perfectly. Chinese companies have led wind turbine, solar panel, and battery production for many years. That's not changing. Now China is the world's largest manufacturer of electric vehicles. China also controls the supply chains of many of the critical minerals that these technologies use. So while the Biden administration has been selecting Chinese companies for grant awards, it's been working to block mining in the United States. Even if we could do more mining here in America, we'd still need huge amounts of critical minerals from China, Russia, and elsewhere to make up for the number of electric vehicles that Joe Biden is demanding. It's not possible to do it otherwise. Contrast this future dependence with America's recent global leadership in oil, natural gas, and coal production. And President Biden and congressional Democrats seem happy to surrender America's energy advantage. And Mr. Chairman, you mentioned in your opening comments what we see happening now in Venezuela with allowing drilling there that we're not allowing in the United States, and we do it much more safely and more respect for the environment than they ever will. So let's be clear about what this means. It means more pleading with dictators like Russia and Iran and Venezuela, as the administration just did yesterday. It means U.S. businesses and workers being held hostage to the whims of our enemies. It means stronger adversaries, weaker allies, Look, we do not need a pro-Iran and pro-China energy policy. That's what we're getting out of this administration. We need to return to a pro-America, all-of-the-above energy strategy that's good for America and for the free world. The stakes are too high, Mr. Chairman. The IRA is, to me, should stand for irresponsible, reckless, and alarming. Can't be salvaged, needs to be repealed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Barrasso.